As a temporary settler in Musqueam land, it is important to recognize the privilege of being part of this indigenous culture. Nunavut is the land of Inuit community. Why are women here food insecure? Inuit people are the Arctic people of northern Canada. The women are particularly vulnerable to food insecurity as they do not get the nutrients they need. Life expectancy here is reduced by 10 years in comparison to rest of Canada. Food systems in Inuit is divided into country foods and store foods. Country foods is locally derived from hunting and fishing, while store foods is imported and sold at stores. Why is there a gender difference in food insecurity? Women traditionally eat their meals as last at their family, so the child gets enough and the men have enough energy to hunt. The study examines various determinants of external stressors for the causes of food insecurity. I will be focusing on poverty, decline in hunting practices, lack of budgeting skills, climate change, and environmental conditions. Many Inuit women are under poverty. Employment opportunities are very low. Unemployment rate is 16.1% in Igloo Lake. Store foods are twice more expensive than it is in Montreal. High equipment costs increase hunting costs, and therefore there are no country foods available. Also, there are less hunters willing to hunt due to injury and death of their fellow hunters. Women report as not being able to manage their finance. They seem to be inexperienced as they are usually used to sharing their country foods. Now they can't do their monetary transactions where products are sold for high costs. Gambling and addiction seems to be another problem because it strains family dynamics and relationship between the children, the mother, and the father. The main factor here is bad weather conditions. Flights and shipments are continuously delayed due to fogs, blizzards, and heavy winds. This, for one, contributes to high transportation costs. High transportation costs rises food prices and ruins fresh foods as they are delayed beyond expiry date. So these people do not get the right nutrients from produce that expires before time. Women have noted patterns of change in climate. Later and longer ice freeze-ups, thinner ice, and increase in temperature. The men have been able to associate this with decline in seal, walrus, and caribou meat. I also predict that hunting with ice freeze-ups is unsafe and unsuccessful, leading to injury and death of hunters as they reported that it's harder to track animals due to climate change. This obviously leads to food insecurity due to decline in hunters. Coping mechanisms only seem to be effective in short run. Women skip breakfast and substitute coffee for food. This compromises on quality and quantity of intake. They are also liquidizing assets to get food. As all the issues seem to be interconnected, we should target core issues such as education and employment skills. Education campaigns on budgeting, storage, and cooking will help long run and open up new possibilities. Food subsidizing, food storage banks, etc., will really help these people come together as a community and help themselves as the government helps them. I would like to reiterate that it's important to recognize the community as the whole and involve both men and women to reduce the difference in gender when it comes to food insecurity.